I love my FEIYUTECH a1000 and welcome to yet another video from Flick Cahoon, and this is to do with using those handlebars. Enjoy. Hi, FEIYUTECH a1000. These are my own protectors which I've done a video on that show how I make them and what they do. They guard the triggers, especially when you've got batteries in. And somebody said to me, he said, well, you've always got the camera on this one. No, I don't. But why would I want it on the big one all the time either? But to keep everybody happy, we'll take the trigger guard off that side and we'll straighten it out. Now it's marked on it to tighten it one way and to loosen it another. You would think it was just clockwise, well it isn't. And that's it tightened up. I'm right-handed, so obviously I have the buttons this side, and these I fitted myself with those places you can fit your zoom mic, which that is, and your lights and so on and so forth. Your camera fits there, and as you can see, you can't fit it the wrong way around. The holes in it fit here. Now, what we'll do, move the camera out of the way, is we will unscrew the two halves. Oh, I meant to show you, look, there's another tripod screw hole there for a tripod or a bush. I mean, and there's another one there. I don't know what you'd want to fit, but you'd fail to fit them okay. The actual fittings themselves are about £5 for £2.50 on eBay. And if I show you that, you can see it's the same as the big gimbal. And if I tilt it over, there's the pins that go in those holes that side. And you just place it on and twist it till it fits on. It is marked on there to screw up and loosen. Now I've got no batteries in it yet. The batteries are in this half. I've got spares, but I just keep using them. I've not had to charge any up, and I've got 6. So we'll take that one out of there and that one out of there. Now I'm going to put this cap, it's a protection cap for these fittings, so I'm going to push it on there. That's that safe. Now I'll take this Velcro off. This comes with the a1000 and the a2000. Whatever the a1000 does, the a2000 does too. It just holds a heavier camera. The 1000 means up to 1 kg and the 2000 holds up to 2 kg. Now, I'm going to take this. I have a quick release plate on mine. You please yourself. Put that in there, push it down and lock it. And then what we do is we switch the camera on. I know I've not powered up the gimbal, but I want to know it's perfectly balanced. Okay? And if it stays wherever you put it, in any position, even if it seems daft like that, it's perfectly balanced. There you are. Now for now, I'm going to switch the camera off and it'll tilt. There you go. Now, the batteries don't go on the side with the controls, they go on the other side. There you are. You see I've fitted ball socket heads on the tops of these, and it's mainly so I can put what I want on and have it facing any way I want and level it up for lights. My Zoom H2N, my Zoom H1N, my Zoom H5, all my recording gear. And I've sometimes put GoPros on as well, facing my way so I can see me. Like a super selfie. Right, we'll switch this, turn it around the way you want it. You don't have to, the camera will do it itself once you switch it on, but I don't believe in making it flog itself to death. So I shall now switch on. That's the middle button. The big one's the joystick. Yeah, it's gone beep 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 and it's on. Now, somebody said you never have these on and show it working. Well, I do, see? It's pointing at the camera. I don't believe in this shaking it. You never shake it like that, even when you're using it, but it won't make a lot of difference. You have to think about what you're going to do. You still have to do a ninja walk to stop the bounce when you're walking, especially when you're as heavy on your feet as me and as old as me. And then somebody said, show me auto rotation on the handlebars. Well, I'm going to turn it around this way. And you press the middle button 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And then you put the camera to where you want it to start. So I'm going to twist it this way and down. Right? And then you press it once. And then you take it to where you want it to end, round there and up there. And you press it once again and jump back. When it's done, it'll go back to where it started. Boop, there you go. So that's how you do auto rotation. You can do anything you want with it. I've got mine set fast to show you, but you can have it going 8 hours. And it really is a marvellous bit of kit. In fact, it's a good programmable gimbal. And if you've got the right camera with it, you can actually take photos. Well, I don't need to. I'm shoot videos with it. I'm not interested in being able to switch it on and off from the controls here. If I want it on, I switch it on. And if I want it off, I switch it off. And I can also zoom. If you look at the lens, there. And somebody says, yeah, but if you do that, the gimbal won't cope. If I was going to use it at this setting all the time, yeah, then I would balance the gimbal up to take it. And I'm going to switch it off now to show you. It'll fold that way because I've got the zoom lens that way. I'm going to stretch it right out there, look. So I would simply balance it so it was working at full stretch. But as I normally work with it on full wide, and in this case it's 24 millimeter, relating back to 35mm cameras, so you know exactly what you're getting. It's wide enough because I have on here, I always have an action camera, and they take a 170-degree field of view, or a 120 or 90. But I don't believe in ruining a good 4K, so I leave it on 170 and I use it as B footage to go with the camera that's shooting here on 4K. And that's basically it. It's a good gimbal. In fact, it's better than a good gimbal. It's a great gimbal. And just to show you, everything else works on it as well. I'm going to do a selfie. You press that middle button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Cooey, cooey. Now people say, if I press it 3 times again, it don't go back. Watch, 1, 2, 3. It don't go back. Well, let me show you. On the front of this, there's a trigger, just there. Now I'm going to press it twice. 1, 2. Sacre bleu. That means oh heck. So whatever you do here, immediately when you want to go back to where you started, you just press the trigger twice. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. There you go. And you can take a selfie and just press that trigger. 1, 2. And it goes back again. Now we'll use the joystick. Down. This is in mode 1. Up. Right. Left. Now again, use the trigger to go back to where you wanted to start in mode 1. There you are. Now I'm going to press for mode 2. 1, 2. Now we'll try again, right? Look, it's tilting. I honestly have never used that setting. I can't think why MD would want to. I would only be interested if something went wrong and I had to get the horizon. And I'm going to press the trigger twice. 1, 2. Now it's back to mode 1. It always defaults to mode 1. So the camera is pointing at you. So that was mode 2. Mode 3 is a selfie. And mode 4 is when you want to do auto rotation. And just for a laugh, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll go round to where I want to start, which is there, pointing at the ceiling. And then press once. And then go round, still pointing at the ceiling, so I can get photos of the stars. And then down to there. Press 1. And it'll take about a minute. I won't speed it up, I'll leave it in so you can see, because you just go into the app. It's called the FEIYU TECH app on. And you can alter the speeds of your motors, and I had my motors on a very low power, but a high speed. So it takes about 60 seconds to do everything I want. If I'm going to do a time lapse, which I do sometimes, then I slow it right down. And I'll shoot the time lapse on 120 so that I can get it to slow motion even more. And that's basically it. Just gone back to where it started. And if you press the trigger twice now, it doesn't do anything because you are back where you started. And you're back in mode 1. Well, let me look, I hope this helps you. Those of you that have emailed me with the questions. And yes, you can still use, there's a tripod screw there. You can see it, my finger's in it. And you can come right around, there's a USB port there. And as for any others, you've got, I'm going to show you them, because people say there isn't that many. There's one. You've seen that one up there, that's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to excuse me while I switch the camera off. Right, you know you've got 6 there. 7, 8, 9, 10. As things are on here, there's 10 fittings now for tripod screws. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know what you'd want to fit on it that takes 10 fittings, but I have lights, a zoom and 2 action cameras sometimes. Bear in mind the only bit that's balanced is here. That's the gimbal working up there. The rest, if you're shaking about a bit, then you get shaky videos. And that's your lot. Hope that's helped you. And look at my other video and it'll show you how to make these guards that guard your triggers where the batteries are in, so you never switch it on in your bag. You will burn out the motors. Worth protecting the switches or taking the batteries out. You don't have to make anything. I do because I like to keep it where my batteries are. And that's basically it. I'm trying to think where they all are. I've forgotten. I've got dementia. So I'll just have to cut all that. I can't show anybody anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scrub off back where you said there was 21 fittings. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra the new Jimmy.